right, everybody, welcome back. This is the second recording, not necessarily the second week. We're running a bit behind, but it is the second recording, which will encompass details for the second week of Jay's visit. So I'll just start. Right, we've been having a blast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed having you here. It is such a pleasure and a blessing to have my nephew here with me. Pound it up, cuz.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it. So we've had a blast, you all. I hope I've taught Jay something, but I can also say he's
Of
taught
course
me
you guys
something
have.
as well. So I love this kid. And so here we go. We're going to get into it. We're going to be a bit more efficient and effective. Jump right into this. Jay and I have not only been doing things, we've been talking about a lot of things, exploring life, career. We've been having spiritual conversations, and many, many other racial conversations, social, economical conversations, etc. We've been covering a lot. So I just want to just pause for a moment, spend a couple minutes, and get his thoughts on a few questions. Right? You good with that?
Yes. Yes.
So let's start. So Jay, we've talked about many things, which you agree. One of which has been your future. Your future. Who and what does Jay want to be when he grow up? What type of contributions to society do you want to make? So when you think about your future, what are your thoughts about your career aspirations?
When I really want to go up, cause I want like when I grow up, I really want to work for NASA. For some reason, it's just like NASA. I just want to just work there, you know.
I think that's awesome. And speak up. We want to make sure we can hear you loud and clear. So Jay's focused on NASA. I think that's powerful.
I pretty much just want to invest in space, see all the cool things that are in space, like the people in NASA see. But yeah, also to do that, I have to be super smart. So I have to get my academics up, and I have to keep doing that, keep doing it. And that's for everybody out there. You have to keep doing that to get your, if you want to work for NASA. So yeah.
My man, we talked about that pyramid, right? So how the majority of the people are at the bottom, and what you want to do is separate yourself incrementally by not doing all types of massive things, but even the smaller things can move you out of the
One
crowd
at
of
a
the
time.
exactly. So it sounds like you understand that. It sounds like that's going to be a part of your focus, and you're going to use that to make it into NASA. Get that engineering degree,
Mhm.
and be a part of NASA. So I'm really proud. I'm inspired. I will tell you, I'm here for you and willing to help you in any way. Go NASA. Go Jay. Um, we also talked about how you make a living. Man's got to make a living. Man don't work. Man don't eat. Man can't provide for his family. Man can't take care of the things that come his way in life. So that's a failure in its totality. You're not going to be one of them, right? We're good on that point. So that said, we talked about outside of a professional career, the alternative, or maybe a hybrid, uh, was being an entrepreneur. And so, what are your thoughts on how being an entrepreneur might factor into your long term goals?
You see, like the part of entrepreneur that I like the most is investing and like marketing out of it. So like
Investing and being a marketer. That's awesome. Yeah.
yesterday I invest. I mean like Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Sunday I invested in a pair of shoes,
Right.
and they have not been worn yet. And I'm trying to just wait. I'm gonna save them for a few years. Hope that the price goes up. And once that price goes up, I'm gonna sell them, and then I'm gonna make a profit from that. So
I have no problem with that. I think you listen. You're 11 years old. You're focused on sneakers. In fact, I love it. And then you can learn. We talked about your business plan. We talked about margin, profitability. We talked about expenses. We talked about debt. We talked about how your strategic plan. Many other things that'll go into you being an entrepreneur and using those sneakers as a jump off point.
mm-hmm.
Oh, we also talked about your PlayStation card.
Yes,
Flipping that into
yes.
to some additional profit, right?
Like, yeah, so like I bought the PlayStation card for 25, and my profit is gonna my profit is probably gonna be $5. Sell it for 30 because I still have to go buy more of them, and then Like once I get the $5, that would be $5 to me, and then the other 25 will go for to me buying another card. So and then I'll repeat that process until I have like $100, and then start buying $50 cards, and still making a $5 profit. Maybe up to profit, maybe not. Maybe keep it the same because that might be the best thing to do.
I mean, you're on it, man. So you start small. You start with sneakers. You start with PlayStation games. You just talk about a profitability margin of about 20%, give or take a few. You're talking about how you return that into your business and grow it so that you can scale up and do bigger and better things, right?
Mhm.
I love it, man. So keep that focus. Anything else on entrepreneurship you want to bring into the conversation?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay,
But I
okay.
have one thing to say to people.
Bring it on.
If you guys focus on your one dream in your life, it probably will come true.
That's right.
It's not right. It's a fact.
It's a fact. And
Yeah.
and how do you help that? Like we talked about praying. You got to
Yeah.
work on that thing, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right? You just can't set it out there and think it's going to happen. If you focus on it, you said it. If you focus on it, you put some energy in it, it's going to happen. That's what we faithfully believe, right?
Yes.
Outstanding. Um, we talked about games. For me, as I've stated, I have no problems with you playing games. What I do have a problem with, especially at 11 years old, have fun, man. Be a kid. Never gonna want to take that away from you. But one of the things I've defined as being an issue is when that's all that you do. Life has got to be built around having diversity, and so I think you understand that, which has helped me be more comfortable with you playing some games as long as you're doing some other things, reading, on and on. We won't have to go into all of that. You got a whole model in your back pocket for that. So tell me, what's your interest in playing games and how might you benefit from it?
Game is pretty much like I might as well put that in an investment, like investment column because like games are investments because the game Fortnite, like they have daily hype cups that you can play, trios or solos, and like depending on what place you come, you qualify for the next round. There's 6 games, and then like you keep moving up and up on the final game. If you win that game, depending on like how many points you came, if you qualify in third place is $1,200. Second place is $1,800, and first place is $3,000.
Okay.
That's why I try my best.
So this is not a futile investment of your time. You're trying to reap
Get like pretty much.
a reward out of it.
Yes.
So listen, on that front, let's pause for a second. One of the things that we did this weekend is we talked about diversifying your life, and we utilized the model. We talked about the pyramid philosophy, incremental things. Everybody's at the bottom. Incremental, small things moves you up, moves you into, being a bit more unique, elevating yourself, and being more marketable, increasing your value on life. We also talked about a model. We took that pie chart of life,
Yes.
and I said, "Hey Jay, if this was your day, if this was your life right now, I could draw a line between it. You sleep and you play games." We agreed that was not good enough, right? Not a recipe for success. But we also talked about how you resolve that. Just whatever you want to share. Tell me about that exercise of diversifying and cutting that up, and ultimately building a personal schedule and what that meant to you.
It felt good, but like, it showed me pretty much is what my life, the whole 24 hours is about. I've spent a few hours on gaming, but I haven't played games in like a day or two. And then like I spend a few hours. Well, I spend 8 hours sleeping. Then I spend like 3 hours gaming.
Reading.
And then yeah, reading is like maybe 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. Exercising.
Exercise is 40 minutes. Yes, and then like playing sports is pretty much like maybe an hour or two. And
Mm-hmm. So what we did is we just took your day, 24 hours. We extracted to 8 hours because you should sleep 8 hours. Everybody should. Not that we all do, but you should at least do that. And then what do you do with your time? We just recognize that it cannot all be about games.
Yes.
It can include games.
Yeah, it can include games, but
And it
not,
should, because that's what you like to do.
yes.
But you got to do your homework. You got to do your chores.
Yes.
All the rest of those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on. Okay. So I'm proud to say that you've continued your workout routine. You appear to be enjoying it. You get up in the morning, and you hit it pretty good. What have you learned, and how are you factoring that into your long-term goals?
I feel like I need to start working out more when I get home and stuff, because honestly, for myself, I want to lose weight and stuff. So when I get home, I want to start working out way more, walking more, running more. Yeah, and those are my goals for that. But while I was down here, I learned a lot of stuff about weights. We lifted weight. He taught, what was it called when we did these?
Curls.
Not curls, but with the thing.
Bicep curls.
Bicep curls, yeah. And
yeah, seated bicep curls. It's when you sit and you use your elbow.
No, that machine that we pull.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Yep. Those are cable curls using the machine.
Cable curls, yeah.
Yep.
We did cable curls. Then
Okay.
we just did regular curls. Yeah, I've been getting.
So you're saying you're going to factor this into your long-term life?
Yes, I'm gonna try my best to.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe you can do anything you want to do.
Anything you put your mind to.
That's exactly. I'm getting that bad boy. And yeah, that's good. Last but not least, unless you've got anything to add to the end, I believe it's probably, for me personally, it is the absolutely coup de grace of the entire trip for me. Now, one thing that we've been doing every single night, we have not missed it. Every single day, lunch, and etc. We have breakfast. We do not miss it. We pray. We pray, and we pray, right? And we praying for everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Jay's got a really good routine now. He leads prayers. It's his world right now. We're just following him. And so, in one of our conversations, we were watching a church program, and you start to ask about being saved. Oh, this is on one of our trips back, and what it really meant. And so, let me just pause there and say, Jay, what does that mean to you? What have you learned about God and prayer?
I learned a lot of stuff. You know, when I was at home, we usually don't pray that much.
Mm-hmm. You done the picture. Slide over.
Okay,
there you go.
But yes, now I'm starting learning how to pray more and more and more. And when we were on that car trip home, I was talking about how I want to get baptized because I never got baptized before. That's the number one thing I want to do when I get home, if there's any churches open. And I've talked about how I want to become a child of God more and more and more. And yesterday we were reading a verse, like the verse that just stood out to us. It was, "An iron sharpens an iron, and a friend sharpens a friend."
And that's in Proverbs what?
17. Yeah, 17.
Yep. 27:17.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah. And what does that verse mean to you?
That pretty much means a good man can
like you.
Yes, can just turn a simple man into a good man like him, and then they can keep spreading it and spreading it and spreading it.
And it also means that our iron sharpening iron, like it's something uniquely that only a man can do for another man. Kind of like we've been doing. You've been helping me. I've been helping you. And it basically talks about how we got to keep ourselves surrounded by good people, because that's where that sharpening of the continents comes into play, right?
Yes.
Right? So you like that. You believe in it. It's a difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, nephew, this is when you talked about, this was unprovoked, by the way, when Jay started talking about questioning God, stating that he wants to be saved and become baptized, I was done. I love this kid, and that was a game changer for me. It's what is the most important thing in my entire life, my relationship with God. It feels like my man Jay is starting to lean on that and believe it also, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. I love you. So, is there anything else we need to share, or we're gonna wrap it up?
I think we're gonna be wrapping it up. But
Okay. Anything to the folks in Saginaw?
I love you guys. I miss you guys. I'll be home shortly.
Yeah. We got to get ready. Knock some things out. We got an active to-do list for the last couple of days here.
I think aren't we going to the beach like on Sunday maybe?
Yeah, Saturday. Jay wants to hit the beach, so we're gonna pack up and go hang out on the coast. Let him take that in and have a good time. So maybe we'll get you guys some photos and things of that nature. So I don't even know how many photos we had on like the first video. I'm sure we have a few. We'll find a way to incorporate them. Show them what's up. Take them into and allow them to experience your trip here. Not as many because we've been digging in. Photos have been superficial relative to the gains that we've made. So we love you guys. We'll holler at them later.
Yeah, we'll holler at you in chapter 3.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace out. We're out.
Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Javen! You ain't poop your pants, did you? You alright? You sweating bullets? You alright? Was it fun? He's getting it?